Hey YouTube, today we're going to be doing a different video than what I usually do. We will be talking about a very opinionated, controversial subject where I will be debating if whether or not Jiraiya is as weak as I think he is, or even if he is that strong to begin with. Like I said before, we are going to be talking about and debating on Jiraiya's supposed strength, and I'm not going to lie, I just don't see it. Now, I'm not gonna be super dumb and put him on the same level, or even be rude enough to put him on the same level of an average Jonin of Konoha, or even an average shinobi in general. I mean, he was one of the legendary Sanin, a renowned ninja from Konoha, one of the best ninja Konoha produced, and he was one of the best ninja, the most strongest shinobi in his generation. But to be honest, most of his power flex were before the series was showcased, meaning before the Nine Tails attack. And I am pretty sure the series was trying to make him stronger by getting stronger people than him to act scared of him. I mean, they even got Itachi and Nagato to say they couldn't beat him by themselves, which is pretty surprising due to the fact that Nagato can literally rip him apart with any of the paths, and Itachi can easily kill him and burn him alive with the Amaterasu. Even the Uchiha clan, one of my favorite clans, and it's actually one of my favorite. Actually, it is my favorite clan due to its cool dojutsu, whose members' powers can't even be compared in words, was stated that they pale in comparison to his power and the Sonin's power, which I really don't see. But then we would have to bring up the argument of maybe if we would see him as a younger person in his prime, I would be talking about how strong he is, but I'm really not. And of course, he's easily a Kage level, an average Kage level. You know, I'm not going to put him on the same tier list or level as Naruto, Hashirama, or A. And most of them are at least planetary. Maybe not A, but Naruto and Hashirama is. And he's kind of like, I think best, I guess he can destroy a mountain with his ultra big bar Sengan. I mean, some of the most powerful Naruto characters, such as Kabuto, which in my opinion was one of the best Sage Mode users, if not the best one, and the members of Kara wanted to revive him, which is kind of weird because let's be honest, Kabuto was a way better Sage Mode user than him. But one of the things they said that really got me mad is that he is the strongest of the Sanin of Orochimaru and Tsunade. Orochimaru at his prime, which we haven't even seen yet, is far stronger than both Jiraiya and Tsunade combined. We have seen the extent of Jiraiya's power against Pain with Sage Mode, Senjutsu Chakra Mode, whatever. But the extent of Orochimaru's power is something that might never come in the Boruto series or the Naruto series. But I say it again, I'm not gonna spend this whole time bashing Jiraiya, the pervy sage of Konoha, and I think it's like the White Gallon or something, or whatever titles that come with his name. Now, of course, he can take on opponents utilizing the Susanoo like Itachi. I mean, they did say Itachi and him would come with a tie, and that doesn't mean he can win, but he can still take him on. I mean, he was able to take out three of the Pains without any prior knowledge, which is pretty impressive. And Naruto did have prior knowledge when he was fighting the six paths of pain. Maybe we could even say that he was the strongest character leading up to the pain arc, due to him being the first character to utilize Senjutsu Chakra or Sage Mode, even though Sage Mode wasn't really that impressive compared to other Sage Mode users, because I guess the writers had developed Sage Mode more with Kabuto, Hashirama, and Naruto, so it gave him more special abilities than Jiraiya got because it was the first time. But he did have the highest stats in the Naruto data books that was released. And he is a master of all five basic chakra natures: fire release, water release, wind release, lightning release, earth release, and he can also use yin and yang release, allowing him to make large scale elemental attacks and also make really cool genjutsu. So maybe he really isn't that weak. I mean, the series probably gave him a lot of name drops and power flex and scaled him way higher than any of the characters. And they couldn't really back up their talk. And I was kind of expecting a little more, but I did get to see some pretty cool techniques with Jiraiya vs. Pain. Like he can hide in someone's shadow by holding his breath and also control them at the same time. That's pretty cool, not gonna lie. I mean, the same person who destroyed all of Konoha in one move was scared of him. And people also say Nagato had plot armor, which is why he won. And of course, that probably makes sense. I mean, well, they're supposed to kill off Nagato in the Six Facts of Pain the first time they were even showcased. And of course, people wanted to see what they could do with the Rinnegan. But at least they could have let Jiraiya get away and fight another day. And his jutsu is kind of overpowered because besides the shadow thing, he can create force fields and hide in the stomach of frogs smaller than him. But at the same time, let's be real and honest. People or Naruto watchers usually tend to overrate him and his power over small things like the fact he took on my guy's kick without even a scratch. And I'm pretty sure that didn't even count and it was probably some kind of filler episode or move. But it's pretty hard for me to accept that Itachi or Hiruzen, the third Hokage, or one of the gods of Shinobi, doesn't have a higher stat score than him in the data books. We even saw Orochimaru almost kill him. The only reason he survived was because Tsunade was there, and they still claim that he's the strongest of the Sanin. And the fact that it's pretty sad that Sage Mode Naruto was able to take on all of the pains for his first time using Sage Mode, but we have to say he did have prior knowledge of the Sage, of the six paths, unlike Jiraiya did. Even if the Deva Pain path could have easily probably tore Naruto apart with one little hand gesture. And what kind of person doesn't use a mode or transformation because of physical appearance? I mean, Jiraiya says that he doesn't like using Sage Mode because he looks ugly in it, which Naruto really didn't have to go through because Naruto was able to balance his chakra better than Jiraiya did. I mean, if I could have the Rinne Sharingan with the Sage Mode, with the 8 Tails, because I like the 8 Tails better than 9 Tails. 8 Tails is actually more cooler. I would have some kind of deformity while using these abilities. I wouldn't honestly care. And any Uchiha clan member can easily put him under a Genjutsu. The same Uchiha clan members who are supposedly weaker than him and any Sanin. Like, we literally saw Orochimaru get clapped by Itachi to the point he was so scared he told Kabuto, his assistant at the time, that they were even allowed to come close to taking him or to even come close to touching him. But in the statement, they probably weren't planning on or even comparing him or taking into account to the overpowered broken Uchiha members such as Sasuke, Itachi, and Madara, maybe even Shisui. I mean, even for the really dedicated Jiraiya friends, can you really say they can actually beat the Uchiha members I just mentioned, where each of them can probably one-shot him? Sasuke with the Kirin from the Susanoo, Itachi with the Susanoo and the Amaterasu, and Madara is just Madara. And Shisui can use the special genjutsu he has on him. He wouldn't even know it was being used on him. But then we would be forced to bring in account that the fact that he is so knowledgeable and kind of a master on genjutsu that he can break others and himself out of a genjutsu before the user even realizes he's broken out of it. And the fact is, can he really break out of a Uchiha genjutsu? I mean, not much people have even broke out of it. Maybe some people, but they were probably Uchiha or genjutsu masters like Jiraiya is. But then we would be forced to bring in account that the fact that he is so knowledgeable and kind of a master on genjutsu that he can break others and himself out of a genjutsu before the user even realizes he's broken out of it. And the fact is, can he really break out of a Uchiha genjutsu? I mean, not much people have even broke out of it. Maybe some people, but they were probably Uchiha or genjutsu masters like Jiraiya is. I guess what I'm basically trying to sum up of this whole video and say here is that Jiraiya is way too overrated. I'm not going to say he's overrated to the point that he can't do anything. I mean, but can we really say he can beat Itachi, Orochimaru, or even Tsunade? No, we cannot say that. Even for the dedicated fans of Jiraiya, they can't even admit that he can beat those characters I just mentioned. But, yeah, Jiraiya is an okay of a character. I didn't come here to talk about his characteristics or a character in the show. I just really came to comment on his power and strength. So, yeah, I wouldn't put him above Kage level. I mean, yeah, he could be an average Kage, but I wouldn't put him up the likes of Naruto or Hashirama. And I would honestly say somebody like A could be him. I mean, A is way too fast, and Jiraiya is not that fast, even with Sage Mode on him. Yeah. Anyway, it's the end of the video. Make sure you subscribe. Tune in for more. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe. Also, leave any video suggestions of any videos that you would like to see me do. Leave them down in the comments and I will get to it.